Hi everyone, my name is Suzanne and I'm a Chinese metaphysics master in Hong Kong. Today we're going to talk about the outlook for the horse in the year 2024, which is a wood dragon year. So we're going to look at the auspicious stars and the inauspicious auxiliary stars that are coming in for the horse in 2024. And most importantly, then also looking at what you can do to make this a really, really good year, or what kind of challenges are coming and how you can avoid them or how you can best prepare for them. All right. Now, first things first is always you have to plot your Bazi chart. So you can go to this link, and I'll also have the link in the description to the video. So you can just go there and plot your chart. And then you will get something like this. This is your natal chart. Now, for those who are completely new to Bazi astrology, you need to understand that it's not just the year that is relevant for you, but also the month, the day, and the hour. Now, if you have a look at this chart here, you will see that this person is born in the tiger year, in a dragon month, on a rat day, and in the snake hour. So you can have up to 4 different animal signs in your natal chart. And if one of them is the horse, then this forecast applies to you. Now, obviously, you can also have repeating animal signs in the chart. So maybe you have 2 rats or 2 ox or whatever. Like, that's completely normal. Just check if you have a horse anywhere in the chart. And then you need to also understand where it appears. Does it appear in the year or the month, the day, or the hour? Because that tells us about which aspect of your life is impacted by the energies that are going to visit the horse in 2024. Now, if it's in the year, then this forecast will apply in the sense of it's having the most impact on your wider network, your social network, industry network, for example, but also your clients, your suppliers. It could also mean your grandparents, for example. So if we're looking at it from a family perspective, or if you are still going to school, then the year pillar itself or the energies there indicate or have an impact on everything that is related to your school itself, the school environment. Now, if you have the horse in a month, then all the energies that I'm going to talk about in this forecast for the horse are going to apply directly to your career, your job environment, your money-making ability. It could also indicate your teachers if you're still at school, your classroom, your immediate sort of like uh, the students you're studying with. And from a family perspective, this indicates the parents. If the horse is found in the day, then the forecast touches upon your personal life, your health, the relationship you may have with your spouse or your boyfriend, girlfriend this year. It also impacts your relationship with your very, very close friends, and obviously your home environment. And if it's found in the hour, then this forecast relates more to your children. If you don't have children, then it applies to maybe your subordinates or people who depend on you, your investments or your investment abilities, but also your desires, your dreams, your aspirations. All right, so let's have a look what the horse can expect. And always remember, relate this back to the aspect of your life in which the horse actually appears. All right. So here we've got the horse. Now, immediately, as you can see, there's only 2 auspicious stars and quite a range of inauspicious stars. And this usually frightens a lot of people. And they're going to think, oh my God, my year's going to be terrible. And I just want to tell you right off the bat that this is not the case. The inauspicious stars can bring obstacles, they can bring challenges, but I'm here now to tell you what they could bring and how you can avoid them. So if you're focusing on avoiding things, then these inauspicious energies may not even be felt that much. And then on the other side, you do have auspicious stars. Focus more on those because these 2 auspicious stars are extremely powerful. And they are the kind of stars that can really, really negate all the negativity. So if you're focusing on doing what the auspicious stars support you in doing, then the negativity that may be brought in by the inauspicious stars is going to be very, very reduced. All right. So just that to reassure you a little bit if you have the horse in the chart. Now let's have a look. So the auspicious stars, there we have the sky relief and the relief god. They are very, very closely connected. Essentially, the sky relief god or the sky relief energy tells you or asks you to just be very, very clear this year or in 2024 about what it is that you want. This energy actually helps you relieve problems and issues in all areas of your life, as long as you're very clear with the people involved or with yourself, because sometimes we struggle with ourselves when we're going through a difficult situation. So you have to be very clear about what it is that you want, what it is that you don't want, and then communicate this. Yeah, do not sweep anything under the carpet. And most importantly, take action. Yeah, this is extremely important. You can solve pretty much any unresolved issue from the past with the sky relief energy. So whether that is, a troublesome situation with a past relationship or with a friend or with a family member or with a work colleague or a business partner, you can actually fix this in 2024 if you take the first step. If you're just waiting for them to take the first step, nothing is going to happen. So it's really, really up to you to fix things that have been left open or that you're not really happy about. Now, the relief god is very, very similar in energy to the sky relief star, which is why these two together are so powerful. The relief god also asks you to sort of don't be so hard on yourself if you've made a mistake. If you've made a mistake, and we all make them all the time, then stop judging yourself and just let go. Yeah, you need to grow and you need to look at what is it that's really draining you? What is it that you need to relieve yourself of to have a better life? And then you cut that out of your life. All right. So these two, sky relief and relief god, are very powerful. And because they have the ability to really negate negative situations or resolve negative situations, they can help you minimize all the impacts that may arise from the inauspicious stars. All right. Now, when we look at the inauspicious stars, the first one here is the Calamity star. So this one usually brings, I wouldn't say natural disasters, but brings sort of challenges and obstacles caused by maybe weather events or accidents. So you need to be very careful with whatever you're doing, especially when you're doing it outdoors. Yeah, make sure that you don't expose yourself to natural calamities or extreme weather. If you want to go hiking next year and the weather forecast says, okay, later in the day there may be extreme rain or whatever, then maybe just shelf it and decide to go on a different day. Yeah, because there will be the Calamity Shah energy brings unexpected changes. And because it is associated with weather events, this could bring unexpected weather. So you don't want to be trapped when things change suddenly. Now, Calamity Shah energies can also bring or can also put you in a position where you feel trapped because you don't get what was promised. So think carefully before you're doing something. And this obviously doesn't just have to do with the weather, just generally, if someone promises something to you, think whether you really want to do this or not, and how your reaction would be if the promise didn't come through. If you're still okay with going forward, then by all means. But, if you're just doing something because something else was promised to you, you may want to hold off. Now, the instability star can bring a lot of emotional ups and downs. It's difficult for other people to judge and and assess your emotional state. So what you need to do is to be much clearer with your own emotions and how you communicate them. Because otherwise you seem unstable. You may not be unstable, but you seem like this to other people. And so um, that will then obviously bring problems and obstacles into your life. So manage your emotions better in 2024 and don't let them interfere with your life. The blood knife star, this can bring accidents and mishaps that could hurt you. Yeah, it doesn't mean that it has to be a really critical condition or a serious accident. But I would say, if you're into extreme sports and you have the horse in your chart, maybe be careful in 2024. You don't want to expose yourself to situations where a serious accident could happen. Now, if you want to minimize this blood knife energy a little bit, then I would say at the beginning of 2024, so the year starts on the 4th of February. So right at the beginning, maybe in the first month or two, um, maybe schedule a medical checkup where they draw blood, or schedule a blood donation, or schedule sort of like a dentist appointment with a tooth cleaning, because then the sort of prophecy of the blood knife is fulfilled, because that has to do with blood. So you can actually prevent any negative things or the most serious things from happening if you yourself schedule something where you know a little bit of blood is going to be drawn. But in the realm of a tooth cleaning, that's probably not the worst thing. The next one is the Earth Funeral Star and the Funeral Door. So they more or less have the same meaning. Both of them ask you to take care of family members, especially elderly family members. There may be a serious illness in the family, and it could also be distant family members. So it's not just your parents or your siblings or your children. There's no need to be too afraid of that. It could also be very distant relatives. So make sure that you check in with them regularly. Make sure that you know what's going on with your family members, that you take better care of them, and that you don't have any regrets if really something negative happens. Check in with them. And if one of those elderly family members doesn't feel well, take the time and join them, or take them to accompany them to a doctor, for example, because a lot of times um, they're probably uncomfortable asking for help, or they're like, no, don't worry, I'm fine, when they're actually not. So offer your help and take better care of your family members in 2024. Now, the Flying Chased Star brings female pettiness. So any sort of gossip or rumors, or just like small stuff that is really unpleasant caused by the females in your environment. Yeah, it could be female friends, female family members, female co-workers, just generally trouble caused by females around you. So stay away from this sort of gossip, and make sure that you don't get involved. Yeah, just walk away. Like this is an easy one to avoid. Even if someone talks trash about you, just walk away. You don't have to get involved at all. Yeah, just be like Teflon and let that go. Now, the flying chase one can also, in rare instances, mean that you could fall from a higher position, or something will fall on top of you from a higher place. Now, again, this sounds much more dramatic than it is. If you climb on a chair to get something from an upper shelf, the chair itself is a higher position and you may fall off the chair, in which case you may get a bruise, but nothing bad happens. Now, if you are a rock climber, that's a whole different story. So then again, I would say be careful. This entire 2024, if you have the horse in the chart, extreme sports uh, should be only undertaken if you take a lot of precautions, yeah, because of the calamity Shah, because of the blood knife, and then also the flying chased energy. So be careful with things like that. Now, the next one is the separating edge star. Now, this sort of energy makes you want to hide yourself from others and be alone. Yeah, sort of like you want to separate yourself from everyone else. Maybe you feel the need to isolate yourself because you feel like you don't fit in, or people don't understand you, or for whatever reason you just don't feel very social this year. And then you tend to do things that divide you or separate you from, I wouldn't say society as a whole, but just from the people around you. Don't fall into this trap, yeah, because that just makes matters worse. So instead of separating yourself and just becoming a bit of recluse in 2024, make sure that you socialize a little bit more with people. And start asking yourself why you're doing what you're actually doing, yeah? So don't just isolate yourself for the sake of it, all right? And then lastly, the red chamber star. So this is sort of like a lustful peach blossom star. And peach blossom stars, usually they have to do with romance luck, and therefore we usually like them. But the red chamber star is not such an auspicious one because it means that either someone is seducing you or you are trying to seduce someone else. And it's not a healthy peach blossom star or peach blossom energy. It's more a romantic distraction that actually doesn't grow you as a person and that actually may harm you in whatever else you want to achieve in your life. So, that's not to say that you can't have any romance luck in 2024, but don't just use it as a distraction from life. All right. So this is the horse for 2024. Now you know what to do and what you may want to be a little bit careful with. So just take that on board. And again, don't be too afraid of the inauspicious energies that may be coming in. Again, this is just one aspect of your life. The other aspects of your life may be totally different and may totally make up for anything that is coming in with the horse. Now, if you have any questions, any comments, as always, just put them in the comments below. Or if you would like to have a more personalized reading, where we go much more into detail, you can contact me directly. My email address is in the description to the video. And in the meantime, please like this video, share it with anybody who may be interested in these sort of forecasts, and subscribe to my channel because you don't want to miss the next update where we are going to talk about the goat for 2024. All right, see you guys soon.